So, like many of you, I was up. I couldn't sleep last night. I want to say a couple of things. For those who are or may be on the call, who are Trump supporters, I don't mean to be contemptuous or disrespectful of you. I don't want to get into a debate, but this is not meant to be disrespectful to people who disagree. Clearly, a thin uh, majority of Americans support Donald Trump. That's a lot of people. The rise of what Donald Trump represents is not an American phenomenon. It's Orban in Hungary, it's Erdogan in Turkey, it's the rise of the right in Germany and France and Italy. Autocracy and patriarchy, uh, no matter what the body of the patriarchal leader is experiencing grand resurgence throughout the globe, and democracy is on the ropes throughout the globe. So, as your fearless leader, I want to read you. I want to take this liberty, and rather than being relational in the sense of opening up for all of your thoughts and feelings, I want to at least first start with mine. I didn't sleep last night. I do believe that God is with us these days. And as fate would have it, Livia Kent from uh, the Psychotherapy Networker contacted me out of the blue a week ago and asked me to be among a small group who would write for the Networker today, the day after the election, to share our thoughts, no matter how it went. So this is what I wrote. I was pleased when the editors of the Psychotherapy Networker asked me a week beforehand to be amongst those invited to share my reactions to the election, quote, no matter how it goes. I write this now at 1 a.m, like many of you, no doubt, too shaken to sleep. What have we done? How has this happened? What does this signify about us as a people, about my beloved country? I fully expect, by the way, to evoke disdain and judgment in more than a few for the words I will write. A partisan therapist? Where does he get off? But if you're looking for accepting mild neutrality, you have no idea who I am or what the method I've created, relational life therapy, stands for or against. So let me be clear. For close to 40 years, I have written about, fought against, explicated the dreadful wages of patriarchy, a system that, as the legendary Carol Gilligan wrote, quote, holds some men as superior to others and all men as superior to women, end quote. In working with men, I came to believe that the inner, often disowned wound we carry is the wound of disconnection, and that our cure lay in reconnection to ourselves, our own feelings, and to others, to relationship. I now believe that all psychological trauma can be seen as some variety of enforced disconnection, and that we all of us heal most profoundly through the restoration of relationship. Research is clear. We humans are designed for relationality. Infants reach for it. Those who have it recover significantly faster from illness, from surgery. The lack of intimate connection has been shown to be as physically harmful as smoking a pack and a half of cigarettes a day. As therapists of any stripe, we are at our cores intimacy merchants. Intimacy heals. And yet, in the modern West, we all live in a profoundly anti-relational culture. As a people, we have never been more lonely. Within the binary of patriarchy, intimacy itself is coded as feminine, and as a society, we treat it as we do many things deemed feminine. We idealize it in principle and devalue it in fact. Connection, sure. Inclusion, great. Nice for a weekend, but not where we live. Here's where we really live, my fellow Americans. In the lofty, carpeted corridors and mean, bloody streets of power. The essence of patriarchy is the delusion of dominance. A real man stands apart from nature, above it, and in control of it. This has been our unacknowledged religion for thousands of years. For half a century, psychotherapy has been obsessed with helping us all rise up from shame. We have offered little to help us come down from grandiosity, the other self-esteem disorder. Entitlement, selfishness, control, abuse, we pass by in silence, taught to be nice, to win over, to nurture, to excuse. No wonder conventional wisdom seems narcissism as, quote, untreatable, end quote. Nothing in our training has equipped us to know how to lean in and honestly deal with it. Patriarchy protects perpetrators. It colludes with their abuses. I don't care whether you call yourself liberal or conservative. Anyone with eyes in their heads can see this man we as a people handed our country to is a poster child for grandiosity. Like the autocrats rising throughout the world that he so explicitly admires, Trump represents a resurgence of some of the meanest, most threatening, racist, sexist, bullying traits of patriarchal masculinity. Here is Trump in the infamous Access Hollywood tape. Quote, "You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. Just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Bush, whatever you want. Trump, grab him by the pussy. You can do anything." Unquote. That's our new president. The man who said, quote, "I could walk down Fifth Avenue and shoot someone and I wouldn't lose a vote." The leader our Supreme Court granted legal immunity to. Since the Industrial Revolution, the rise of robber barons, the quote, "self-made man," unquote, America has worshiped social Darwinism. One of my high-powered clients described a recently fired peer as, quote, "going over the side without a ripple," end quote. Could be any of us. Take care of yourself and your family. No one else will. I've got mine. Get lost. For years, pundits wondered how Trump could be so popular despite his clear lies, cons, racism, and misogyny. By now, it should be abundantly clear he is not popular despite these traits, but because of them. He is grandiosity unleashed, incivility unrestrained, and just as he claims, he gets away with it. Those of us who choose him don't really think he's going to look after us. We want to be him. This is the true unacknowledged American dream, that fame and money will transform us, render us more than human, a celebrity, a deity, a star. I work every day with enormously successful, powerful, unhappy men. I do my best to teach them the difference between gratification and relational joy. Gratification is a short-term hit of pleasure. An investment wins. A colleague flirts with you. Relational joy is the deeper down pleasure of just being connected, being a parent, a spouse, a member of a community. Think of parenting. Sometimes it's gratifying and sometimes it's a royal pain. The joy of it goes deeper than such fluctuations. What ails us as individuals, spouses, families, as a culture is the replacement of relational joy with the grandiose self-medication of gratification. We truly believe as a culture that enough achievement, success, money, power will somehow fill up the gnawing emptiness we run from, the hole in us where connection should be, company, care, love. Love? Don't be a loser. Better to be a dictator on day one. As Eve Ensler recently wrote in The Guardian, America has always had a sizable mean streak running through it. We began by seizing property that belonged to others and importing by force another people to work it. This is our history. It is not, quote, critical race theory, unquote. It is fact. It's past time, I believe, to move beyond excusing abuse as a, quote, trauma reaction, to face squarely the perpetrating parts of ourselves and our neighbors. Beaming Kamala, blessed Oprah, the light-filled couple the Wall Street Journal derisively dubbed, quote, the sanctimonious Obamas, all tried to call us, to remind us, implore us, this is not who we are. But in the dead of this evening, wondering, truly unsure of what lies ahead, I think of the, quote, very fine people, unquote, who carry torches through picturesque Charlottesville, chanting, Jews will not replace us. I think of the billionaires unleashed tonight to pursue more billions. I think of the buses and trains at the ready to help with mass deportation. And I think, at least to some degree, it's time to reckon with the inescapable. This is exactly who we are. So now, for those of us who want something more, what is to be done? Silence, inaction, neutrality, all of that is long past gone. Act up. Act now. I believe in the deepest recesses of my heart that patriarchal power is obsolete. It is atavistic. Long as we might for the good old days of certainty and privilege, we all live now in an interdependent world. We live within nature, not above it. We will learn to care for it and to care for one another, or we face a catastrophic, perhaps even fatal future. There is an alternative to dominance, both in our personal lives and as a collective movement. We must promote it, advocate for it, learn to live it. We must trumpet a call to sanity in our pages, airwaves, our street. Let this night stiffen our resolve and lead us toward action. We cannot be disheartened, and we cannot be lulled into minimizing complacence. Our rights will be assaulted. Count on it. Our environment will not be protected. Count on it. The only thing left standing between the triumph of autocracy left is us. The greatest political resource that remains on this frightening night is the living hearts of one another.